prominent NFL analyst has recently released his rankings for all 32 head coaches in the NFL. Now, if we had done this ranking last season, no doubt the Denver Broncos would have come in at number 32 with Nathaniel Hackett, as he joined the likes of Urban Meyer and Bobby Petrino as head coaches who didn't even last their first season. So, clearly, the Broncos are destined to improve by a significant margin with Sean Payton now here as our head coach. The question is, how much did they improve? Now, I want to bring in this article here from Ross Tucker of the 33rd Team, and let's take a look at his rankings here. So, obviously, we've got Andy Reid at number 1. He's been on an absolute tear with the Kansas City Chiefs for the past 10 seasons. Ever since Patrick Mahomes got there, they've been the best team in football. You can't deny that Andy Reid fairly deserves that number 1 ranking. Then at number 2, we've got Bill Belichick. Historically, yes, Bill Belichick is probably the greatest head coach in NFL history, but ever since Tom Brady left the New England Patriots, the Patriots have not been the same, and Bill Belichick has not been that elite level of a head coach, in my opinion. He still certainly deserves to be in the top 10, but to rank him number 2 right now, I don't know if that is a fair ranking. Then at number 3, we've got Mike Tomlin. And number 4, guys, we've got Sean Payton, head coach of the Denver Broncos. Let's hear what Tucker has to say for putting Payton in that ranking. He says that he gives coaches that have success with multiple organizations and or multiple quarterbacks a huge boost over those that haven't. So Payton's tenure with the Denver Broncos will be proven significant for his coaching legacy. Now, granted, for most of his career, Sean Payton has had a Hall of Fame quarterback in Drew Brees. But even without Drew Brees, we've seen Sean Payton be successful as a head coach. In 2021, he had a revolving door at quarterback of Jameis Winston before he got injured, and then Trevor Siemian, Taysom Hill, and even Ian Book for a game. And he still had the Saints competing for a playoff spot until the very end of the season. That's just a testament to how good of a coach Sean Payton is. And that's why he's being ranked so high, even though he has yet to coach a single down for the Denver Broncos yet. With Sean Payton, you can already see the changes that are being made here in the Denver Broncos locker room in terms of culture. He's already instilling a really strong culture of accountability and leadership, and that's what this team has sorely lacked for the past several years. Now, it's very clear that Sean Payton is the guy who is running the show here, not the front office. This is Sean Payton's team through and through here in Denver. We've seen what he was able to do in New Orleans with and without Drew Brees. He took his team to the Super Bowl in 2009 and had them damn close for multiple other seasons throughout his Saints tenure. And at the end of the day, he's one of the best offensive minds in football. And even without Drew Brees, he's gotten the most out of his quarterbacks. And the hope is that here in Denver, he'll be able to do that with Russell Wilson, who obviously had the worst season of his career last year. There's only up to go for Russell Wilson, and here's hoping that Sean Payton will really be able to expedite that process and have him looking a lot closer to the 9-time Pro Bowl quarterback that we saw for 10 years in Seattle. So if you're curious about the rankings behind Sean Payton in the top 10, at number 5, we've got Nick Sirianni, who's done an absolutely phenomenal job in his first 2 seasons as the Eagles head coach, including taking him to the Super Bowl last year. Then we've got Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Brian Daboll, which is a bit of a surprise, but considering the turnaround that he engineered with the Giants, I can get that. I'd probably have him a little lower, but that's just me. Then we've got Pete Carroll and Doug Peterson to round out the top 10. So I'm curious, Broncos country, do you feel like Sean Payton was giving a fair ranking here as the 4th best head coach in football? And if you were to do these rankings yourself, would you have Sean higher or would you have Sean lower? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are 2 free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out to fellow members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.